Yeah, hello, this is Bill again. Um, so, I didn't get to do a film between whatever that was, the 5th and today, which I forget the dates. I'm not gonna. Anyway, I skipped the date from the last one I posted, and they are posted now, so I know they're working. I don't have everything figured out, but they're at least posting. And so, anyway, well, the reason I had the time off is I'm having a hard time keeping my um, phone charged. So I have the phone and I have the solar powered battery backup thing, but it doesn't keep up with everything. So um, anyway, I'm working it out. I think I might have a solution to it. So that'd be the only reason. But I also caught myself doing something I promised myself I wouldn't do, which is uh, rushing. And um, one of the things that my father always told me growing up was to find something that we enjoyed doing. And if I'm in a rush and rushing and nobody has any enjoyment in it, it doesn't have to necessarily be fun, but it has to be enjoyable. And I caught myself doing what I always do. So we're going to take our pace. I am going to try and keep the promise of giving a task, but it doesn't have to necessarily be some huge thing. I got some peace so that I noticed I did get a chance to read, not read, I'm sorry, watch the two that are posted. Uh, in there, it indicates that I might have thought there were three. I was able to link the two of them together, so it's just two now, and this would be the third. So I'll keep making mention of it um, along the way so that they have a number. So this is the third, and so they're coming out. At least I know I have some things to cover that I missed out on. One of them tonight I'd like to cover is about John Taffer, because I thought about that a lot. And but I also think the other thing I was thinking is because I did say to keep as um, close of attention to what I build, so that I am working literally on getting it franchised. So it can't be franchised if everybody's is 100% different. We have to be there has to be a continuity. I can't say the right word, but you know what I mean. Um, Continuity between them. So, like I said, if this piece is off on a little piece there and this and that, and out here in California, you might get something that we can't use in New England. So it's not that strict, but it's got to be the fiberglass body should be almost identical. So, but as I was thinking about all those things, maybe somebody doesn't want to be, uh, a food vendor. Um, we all have nothing to do right now. This is a great time to give yourself an hour to watch my thing. You're going to have a whole day to do whatever we talk about now, because that's what I got is exactly this. From the time I'm posting it, it's basically my whole day is either sleeping or this. So I am doing it. The only thing, and I thought about these things, um, I've had brain surgery. We covered that. And somebody's driving over the curb. So I've had brain surgery twice. I'm scheduled for a third. And I don't like lying. I don't like it, and you're gonna learn that, and it won't be hard to learn it. But I lied to my sister. Hopefully she sees this eventually. Um, I told her that I was scheduled for it, which I was, and I don't have a car here, so, and they schedule all of these things for me. But anyway, long story. Um, anyway, I missed the appointment, so blah blah blah. And I'm not gonna say it takes me forever to explain stuff, so it's easier for me to just tell you, yeah, I had the surgery and it went well, because I know it's a lie, but it's just easier for me. So I don't like, and I know she knows I'm lying to her, but I do it because it's just easier. Um, so then, um, oh, okay, yes, let's get back to. Uh, I'm gonna talk. The way I decided it is we're gonna get the project part of it down on the earlier part, and then I'm gonna discuss. I think more or less things that I have to. I think they're things that will help you understand our project. I've already said this before, but I really think that these, even if it takes 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 of these, it'll help. And they are mostly going to be just stories for right now, but that's why I want to keep giving you a project to do, so that you don't lose interest. And at the same time, I part of the whole idea of, if you get to like, you know, God knows this is an opportunity for everybody to try something, irregardless if they ever need it, because they have nothing to do at home. So, and we're doing it on the nothing. So even somebody that would never use it could make one, and you know, sell some crap around the house that you don't need anymore on eBay, and start like I started. It's that simple. And you know, it gives you something to do. And like I said, maybe somewhere along the way somebody learns something. Maybe somebody tries something that they never thought they would try, and they enjoy it and start their own little side business or something. I have no idea, but I know it's better than sitting around getting fat. So let's get back to today's lesson, and then I'm gonna, it's not a lesson, but it's just what I did. This is the foam. I noticed when I watched the other videos that I did, I wasn't very specific. I think they call it closed foam. I remember that from when I used to do it in construction. But this is the kind of packaging I'm talking about. And it's you know, you all know what it looks like. The other stuff is used a lot in electronics. It's a plastic bag, and they actually have a gun. So a person, the box comes with the plastic bag in it, and then they put the item inside the box, they center it, and then they close the bag in this big chute, and they press it, and it shoots it with all this foam in it. They yank it out, seal it, and pass it to the machine that tapes it, and as it expands, it fills it in, so that everything except for the package is protected by foam. That's how it works. And you can use that foam, but it's very open pores. So, and this is our plug. I know my accent sometimes you can't really hear what I'm saying, but it's PLUG, plug. And that's what we're gonna make it look like exactly like what we want it to look like in real life, only it's gonna be out of whatever we make it from. And then we're gonna put a finish on it. Ours is gonna be an epoxy, so that it's rigid and also can be sanded smooth, because we want it to be a smooth finish, like a glass finish. I mean, as smooth as you can get it. And then you put a wax, several different waxes on, and it's called a release wax, and that's what we're going to release the foam, the form from the mold. So we're going to make that part it literally is going to be the car. When you pop it free, the car is going to be there sitting. we're probably not going to do it in one whole car. That would be ideal. Like I said in one of the others, I'm going to try and do it in 3, and that might be too optimistic. It may be even smaller than that, but I'm going to try for 3. So we'll have, in the end, hopefully we'll have, if it goes right, we'll have 3 plugs that you can make your parts from. And then if it gets worse than that and I could see the worst case scenario, like going from 3 to 6 by having them. But that's a best guess, and that's, again, literally just a guess. So anyway, that is the foam, and the building foam that you would get at Home Depot. See, out here in California, in Santa Monica, we just have the blue bins. This stuff is already pre-sorted. I can literally I could find enough to, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. I think I'm talking inside this phone. It's all pre-sorted for us here, so I can find as much as I need. But again, any place that receives packaging is going to have tons of it. It's not, they're trying to find good ways to get rid of it, and we're going to make our entire plug from foam like that. So if you have places to store it, store away. I have a 4x4 and it's 8 feet high, but I have to switch out my is my tooth broke again? No. I have to switch out what I sleep with at night, so I need to be able to, it's not half the size, but you get the idea. This an area that I can't leave, and it has got to be from the floor. I can stack on top of the cooler after, but it does limit me a little bit. But anyway, so that's what the goal is. And if you're out at a Home Depot, Lowe's, again, we're $221 is all we can do. So if you're taking it from savings, you have to find well, I can't make rules for you, but what 221 is what I started with. And so if you're gonna buy it now, I'm gonna buy for this the next coming, probably not the next video, but the next couple of videos, I'll have bought it by then, to glue the foam that I have, to start layering it so that we can start to form it. And like I said, I don't anticipate being able to move my storage size up yet because I haven't started making enough money. Although I was going to say in a few minutes, but I can say it now, the eBay stuff that I put on, the Adidas shoes and other things I have on there, I have a ton of people watching. Most of them still have, I think, 5 days, or yeah, I think it's 5 days on most of them, and then the Adidas sneakers are almost 3 days left. And I just checked it before I started this, and it was at $13.50, which I know that doesn't sound like much, but I didn't pay for them at all. All I have to do is find them. They're in my storage unit, which is what it's for. I actually grabbed them for myself because I could have used them. They are my size, but I've got a pair of LL Beans on them where I just put on. It was summer. I don't need them right now. It's just a little warmer. So, and I couldn't find them. I mean, usually I like to see what they're worth, because in Santa Monica, it's just, you get in the habit, trust me. I mean, I learned that lesson the hard way. I kind of got a reputation around here somehow. And I lived the first year I lived in Santa Monica, I lived on the beach. And so we were out used to do it. I told you I'm an alcoholic. I still don't like the word, so I'm gonna stop saying it because it's stupid. But I used to be a hell of a good drinker, and why was I gonna say that? I don't know. It'll come back to me. I'll just keep going on because I'll waste my battery. So what was I talking about? The phone. Yeah, a couple of days. We'll get into. I'm gonna do it right here on the sidewalk where I live. I'm actually gonna film it a little bit earlier than I post it. So I'm gonna film it while it's right out here. Put them together, glue it. Well, I probably won't glue it, but I'll show you how it's done. And then I'm gonna move it to my storage unit, which is like 2 blocks away. And then I'll do the next one. Or I'll probably do the next one. We'll probably do it all in steps because I still haven't figured out how I'm going to shave them because it gets messy. I mean, it's just it's just little pellets of foam, and that's how it comes, and then it goes into whatever the shape is, and heats it up, and makes that form. So when you cut it up, that's what you get, is all of those little pellets blowing all over the damn place. I might be in good graces with the neighbors right now, but I don't see that happening if they open think all of a sudden that it's snowing out. I don't think that's gonna keep me in the good graces for very long. So I have to figure that out, but I will start putting it in. Sorry, I get to laughing at myself. I told you my neurosurgeon told me that he didn't tell me anything. He came in, he used to sit on the side of my bed because they're still all fascinated by me. I actually going to go into that. In fact, I'll just go into that when I talked about myself in a little bit, because that's going to be, like I said, the next couple of little things here are going to be a little bit of something to do, but mostly about me, because I think it's more important that you get to know me first. But I did, like I said, that's where I was going. I want everything. If you find something along on your way that you really like and you're happy with, by all means, I would suggest continue watching the videos. But if you've hit your spot, by all, there's no further to go, and we can make it into a franchise if that's what we have to. That'll be easy. I didn't think of it that way until I thought about all of this. But if it makes it something easier for people to say, I'd want to do that. That if enough people say it, then we'll do it. I don't care if one person says it, we'll do it. It isn't that big of a deal. It's just a couple of different lines in a contract that's already going to be written anyway. So, literally, it can be anything from start to finish, or finish, and then there's jobs after that can be done. I'm gonna show the accounting end of it, all of it. So there's spectrum here for everybody, and everybody's got nothing to do. So right now I'm not gonna be doing any of the accounting. I'm minor, but that. But I think it. I hate to say it, but my stories would probably be worth just watching it alone, because I shouldn't be alive. I really shouldn't, and that's not bragging. Believe me, I really shouldn't be, and my stories prove it. So, and I'm happy to share them. because, you know, it's, I'm a miracle. I know I am. And if if anybody had gone through everything I've gone through and could still be smiling and think they're a miracle, and they're not a miracle, then they need to be whacked in the head again. That's what they need. I got it after the first whack. But if they haven't, I told you I laugh at myself all the time. But if they need a good thumping again, I'll be happy to do it for them. Oh God. But yes. So I hope it gives people. I hope what it's lacking right now is some of the tension. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna continue on with my evil plan. And I gotta warn you about that. I love Austin Powers. You'll hear me quoting all sorts of lines from different movies because I literally, like I said, I didn't have TV for 20 years of that. I never figured it out, but I bet it was that long. And then I got TV for 42 days in the hospital, and you know, then just recently they put me in a motel for God knows what reason, because whatever reason they spent nearly $12,000 to put me up in a motel room 3 days before I got to the doctor's appointment. I know, honestly, I can't, I honestly can't fathom it. But anyway, that's another thing. And for me, it's I actually where they were putting me up wasn't worth $12,000. It wasn't worth $100. I mean, I'm not kidding. Well, we don't have to. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so, and I will again watch this. It usually takes me, like this last one I just did, the second film, I had to watch 6 times, I think, 5 or 6 times, because I can't, I gotta, it takes me that many times to process even what I said. And I'm going to go into that a little bit. Well, I'll go into some of that each and every night for a few nights here, because it only is going to help you guys understand. So then I'm just going to, I think that's it for now. So back to Jon Taffer was what I was going to talk mostly about tonight, which will cover some of the other things. So I'll probably branch off like I always do. But I'll have to watch. And so far I'm happy with this. But if it gets messed up and I don't like it, I'll just restart it. But if this is on there, it's probably still good, because this is pretty good so far. At least I'm happy with it. So yes, Jon Taffer. I'm gonna keep hounding away until I get noticed by whoever I have to get noticed by, and that's just my personality. That's just what I do, and I'm not. It's not a threat to anybody. In fact, if it brings any unwanted attention to Mr. Taffer, all I need to do is be told by somebody of some significance that that's the case, and that'll be the last you ever hear from me. But I think that you would be an excellent fit for what I have in my mind, and some of it is stuff that I'm not comfortable talking about on here. But I did come up with this idea, and that's why I'm smiling, because it's a great idea for me. Might not be so great for you, but I think it can be. Anyway, hopefully somebody sees this out there sometime eventually. I still haven't set up a website. Not a website, an email, but I'm going to do that so that anybody that does start to follow this has a way to contact me for any of the questions that I have tried to answer or need to answer. They'll have a way to get in touch with me, and I'm sure you have ways to get in touch with me way before that. But if anything ever, if I ever find out that it was any inconvenience to you in any way, shape, or form, I'll make sure it stops. But otherwise, I am going to continue to hound you because I think it would be a great fit. The short period of time that I had just recently in the motel room was the first time I've had, other than the hospital, which, they had me on so many different medications, I don't remember much. I think I watched Blue Mountain State. I think I watched that, and seems to me there was another one that I liked. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But that was, and like I said, I was on a lot of different pills. A lot. And it took them 5 days. I think I read the medical report. It took 5 days to get for me to be able to breathe on my own. So I guess that was the biggest problem. And then after that, there was all sorts of stuff. But anyway, I got past all that. Oh, and it's not that it matters, but I've done a lot of building, and I'm 53 now, and my wife did pass away, and I don't have, I just want a simple life. So was something I was going to do anyway. This whole COVID thing, just timing-wise, works perfectly, and then again, like I said, I was going to do it for myself anyway, and now I'm going to do it whether or not it's anything you're interested in. Like I said, I think it would be a great fit, but if not, I just need to know, and I'll stop hounding you. So anyway, and originally I'm not going to delete the one of my I don't know what to call these things, but I'm not going to delete one because it says in there that I would start sending them like after the third, and I think that's a little stupid. So I am going to send them, but I think the third is, I don't have anybody following it yet, and that's I'm still having to figure out how to do all of this stuff. So I'm gonna give it a few weeks, I think, and then I'll start to send one out once every month. And I've looked up, I know where to send it is right here in Santa Monica, and like I think I said in one of the other these YouTube things, I've been by it, not to find it or anything. I just know where it's at, and so if nothing else, I know I can go and hand deliver the thing, and I'll just put it on a thumb drive. Those are cheap enough. I can buy on Amazon or something like that. So that was all, I think, on the John Hafford thing. I think I said what I have to say to him. I'm going to say hi to him every night. Hi, John. And then I wanted to just talk to you, I guess, about some of the things. I think I said I was going to. I said I was going to talk a little about the. Well, I'm not going to pick anybody in particular. Um, what I am going to tell you is that I'll tell these stories, and I think now more than later. Um, Now it's more, I think, because it's on my mind, because I'm thinking about the things. It's been a long time since, it's 6 years since, well, it's been longer than that. It's been a long time since I really had to worry about doing anything. You know, I was able to make my money my own way. And my wife and I pretty much kept our money separate. So, and it was pretty easy for us. She had her, uh, we split the bills, right? I mean, it doesn't matter to you guys, but we were happy with the way it worked, and she kept her money and I kept my money. So it worked perfect for us. And, we worked hard together. My father gave us, well, he gave, I guess you